Cool, man. That's up. Been busy helping people out, mashallah. Fazul spoke about it today as well. He said people don't help out society on the day of judgment. Allah will say to them, when I was hungry, why didn't you feed me? When I didn't have clothes, why didn't you clothe me? And they will say to Allah, Allah, you are the Almighty. You don't need any of these things. And he said, it's not me, it's my people. And if you are clothing my people, if you're helping my people, it's like you are doing that for me as well. So, Zatab, help us out. Tell us what you've been up to and what you've been doing and what's happening around the region.
Jazakallah, Rabbi Sab. Yeah, man, there's quite a lot obviously happening across the region. Obviously, first I'll just go on with my department, which is Tabligh. I've just,
as you know, sorry guys, Zatab, as you know, regional Tabligh secretary, trying to stay busy, trying to let everyone keep everyone in the loop. So this is why every week he just comes and he just lets us know what's happening around the country so that we just get a quick taste of what's happening.
Yeah. So at the moment, obviously from our Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya side, from the center, we've been given a target of distributing gift bags. So the gift bags we are distributing, half of them we're supposed to be distributing towards the what do you call it? Sorry, there are key workers, and the other half is to the people who are homeless people. So this is what the target we've been received from Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya at the moment. So if I can request, Khuddams to go out there, help their guideens as well, to do a bit of shopping with the content, and also grab the Eid cards are also available from Regional Guide Sub. He's got them available. I've just literally before I came to the Khuddam night, I just picked them up right now, the Eid cards. Actually, I should have bought it upstairs, but I didn't. So they're available to collect from Guide Sub as well. And I would request, Khuddams to just get on board with this and start to go out around Eid. So if you can possibly go tomorrow or even day after Eid as well, just try to make it within the days around Eid. That's the one of the main targets which we've been given from Khuddam al-Ahmadiyya at the moment. With regards to Tabligh, I'll just move on to now. As you can see on the chat, I've also sent my number. I'll explain why I've sent my number through as well. Just going to share screen. Okay. So there is went a bit too far. So there's quite a bit going on in our region with Tabligh at the moment. That's why Rabbi Sahab was asking about if Rabbi Sahab has catched up with me and so on. So I'm going to explain to you what is going on. It's a very interesting event that we've arranged, and inshallah it's going to be a very successful. And I want Khuddam's guys who've joined as well the call today to be part of this, and we're going to explain how we can be a part of this. And it's a very important event. So what we're going to be covering today, the main point which I wanted to be touching on, is that we've got a Eid party, which I'm going to talk about first. Then we're going to go on training, Tabligh trainings and other trainings that are available to Khuddams and also other departments as well. And this just going to reflect back onto the big virtual iftar, how it went, and it was a very great success basically. So the first one, this is a very exciting one. So what we have done is, myself and Toby Saab, we have decided to basically go ahead and do Eid party. So the Eid party is going to be a virtual Eid party. Obviously, it's not going to be, we're going to come to the mosque and we're going to invite everyone, but it's going to be all virtual. It's going to be on Zoom. What it's all about, it's about what this Eid party is going to be about. It's about Khuddams are going to be sharing their Ramadan experience. There's going to be a slideshow as well of Khuddam activities, and also we're going to cover a bit more khidmati activities as well in this Eid party. It's going to be on the next Friday, and it's going to be 5:30 to 6:30. I know you're thinking that's the Khuddam night time. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to move Khuddam night just an hour after, or half an hour after the original time from 6 o'clock. So this will be from 5:30 to 6:30 inshallah. It's only going to be for an hour. It's going to be on Zoom. And you know, it's all about basically what the whole idea of this is basically to celebrate Eid together. So obviously at the moment, with the restrictions around and the social gatherings and stuff like that, we're not able to meet up. So with this, we're trying to basically bring people together and trying to make, you know, everyone kind of celebrate together. Basically, it's going to be on Fridays. Obviously, it's a few days after Eid. I understand that, but that's you know, it's a chance for us to all to come together.
Hmm.
And one thing I wanted to highlight was that, let me just move this on the side here. Yeah, is that this is just not being organized by myself or Toby Saab or basically Jamaat. This is also being organized by the communities around Wolverhampton and other communities as well. So there's a few community ambassadors such as Toby Saab, and there's a few others. So they are also part of this. They are making like the older media content. They're going to be doing the slides. They're going to be doing all this work for us. So I'm going to give them the information, and they're going to basically come up with the logo, you know, the poster and all the agenda, the whole thing. I'm just going to tell them, and they're going to design this all for us. And what basically I wanted from, you know, you guys is basically I wanted to ask Khuddams to possibly, you know, send in their basically the Ramadan experience. So like any pictures, any videos you've got, if you could just basically send me on WhatsApp. I've sent my number as well. That's why I sent my number. So if you can send it on my number, all like any activities of, you know, you guys have done during Ramadan and a bit more experience as well, you know, that would be great, because I'm going to try to put this on the slideshow. And also, this is something I wanted as well. Basically on the agenda, we're going to have Khuddams who are going to be speaking about their Ramadan experience. So if there is any Khuddam who would like to share their experience, you know, during this lockdown, how it was, how this Ramadan was so different, the challenges of Ramadan, and, you know, etc. so on. So if any Khuddam would like to do that, please do let me know. You know, it'll be very good for you to also come up and you know, share your experience. So inshallah, there'll be quite a lot of people involved as well. And one thing what I really want to highlight is that, you know, this event is not just for our Jamaat. We're going to be inviting the other communities around as well, around Midlands. So there's the Sikh community, which is a very big community. We're going to be also inviting them. There's going to be a few of the Navy people as well. They're going to be coming as well, the cadets, and also some of the police department as well from around the area. They're all basically, all these communities and the neighbors as well. We're going to be all involving, you know, them in this, in our celebration. And the important thing is that when we invite externals, you know, the level just kind of jumps up. Basically, it's not just us. It's not just us brothers. You know, the expectation and the hospitality from us, basically, you know, it's at a different level, basically. So we really have to kind of, you know, take care of these people. Obviously, physically, they're not in front of us, but at the same time, you know, like showing them, you know, having a conversation with them, just being, you know, being around and joining in, you know, that kind of shows that, you know, that community, you know, relationship. So, you know, this is one thing I want to basically really mention, that please do join, do show your support. And you know, our communities are Jamaat, so you are a part of this, and please do get involved and show these other communities as well that, you know, what our Jamaat is all about. So we'll speak about this in a few minutes as well, just to catch up a bit more about it. Yeah, next thing, it's the Tabligh training and discussions as well. So as always, I've mentioned that we have our Tabligh training and discussion show, which is always on every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. And this is for pretty much anyone, you know, from the Jamaat to join in and to kind of learn. There's also how it normally works is that Rabbi Tahir Saab, Selby Saab, he normally discusses something such as the allegations, and then we basically asking questions on that. And, you know, if there's anything that we're not aware about, we kind of basically get to find out, you know, what the actual facts are basically. So it's a very good class for all Khuddams to join in, and it's for you to basically increase your spiritual knowledge and religious knowledge as well, about also about our Jamaat and Islam as well. So the next few, obviously I wanted to also say that virtual iftar has finished, Ramadan Kareem has finished, all these platforms which were arranged from Khuddam al Ahmadiyya and also our Jamaat programs as well. These are all trainings that we should definitely be taking part in. And finally, I've got Daras. This takes place every day, from the center, and also our Mrabi Saab, Hamaya Saab, he's also doing his Daras as well. And one thing I wanted to say that about the Daras, that sometimes I've not been able to join the Daras. I've been a bit busy, at that particular time, helping the family or just something else. But since, Mrabi Saab and Abir Bhai, they've started to record this on YouTube, I've been able to watch this sometimes just before Sehri or after Sehri as well. And, just the way, Mrabi Saab has arranged and the way they're discussing on on the Daras, and it's amazing. I've learned so much, believe me, from this. Just recently there was a Daras about Quran and Khatm Nabuhat, I believe. So Rabbi Sahab, was it Khatm Nabuhat, this one here?
Yeah, just giving examples of how they translate the Quran in different ways.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, down here in the Rabbi Sahab said that the Quran, obviously the Arabic Quran is it's not being changed and it's been like that, but the translation, which these what is our translation, our Jamaat translation, and the translation, the way they have interpreted it in the, I don't know, in the other what you call it, Muslim sectors, is very different. The way for example, on the first one here, I'm not sure if you can able to see. Yeah, on the first one here, they've said something, and it's the same basically word, but on the other ones they've just completely changed it on the pictures basically, which Rabbi Saab has put there. So this is, it's really great for us to kind of learn from this. And also a few days back as well, there was a daras about I think it's 26 guidelines of raising children, and it's such an amazing thing. And to see that there's so much that is involved in parenting, and I'm a parent myself, and I see those 26 things that I have to try to do. It's just like, I don't know, I fail in so many things there myself, and it's just so much that we can learn from it. Believe me, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. No one out there is perfect. But these things are there for us to basically learn, and us to kind of reflect, and us to try to shape our life towards this, and try to educate ourselves and try to follow these things. And these are things which will basically benefit us and help us in our rest of our lives basically. So these trainings are very vital for us to definitely attend in. And just finally, just bit go on the virtual iftar. I just wanted to basically thank our center team, Tabligh department from the center, that they've really worked hard on this activity. It's all been obviously viral. It's all been virtual. So it's all online, and they've worked extremely hard on it. They've done posters where they've done a 5-day poster for send pictures on WhatsApp, 4-day send it on link, 3 days send it on a next door app, 2 days left send it on Facebook, 1 day left send it invitation by email, a few hours left advertise it, post it on your Instagram, WhatsApp status, on a Snapchat. So it's so many ways and so many different platforms that they've got basically us to kind of get involved in, and us to kind of spread the message of Islam. So it just shows that what we can really do just by sitting in front of our phones and our laptops, and spreading the message of Islam basically. So that's it from my side. I'll just stop the screen share.
Jazakallah, Zaid bhai. That was very passionate. I think everyone will agree with that, and it's really nice to see that you're learning as well, and you've learned something during Ramadan, and you've really taken hold of your department very well.